The world has many mothers, but only a few are loving. Iye pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ, ṣùgbọ́n iyọ̀mọ̀ ṣọ̀wọ́n. Out of the few world's best mothers, we are privileged to have been born and raised by one who was very submissive to her husband and supportive of all her children. Abiyamo tòótọ́, akínkanjú, obìyẹmẹ́ta, a pillar of the family who taught her children how to tackle life's challenges with dignity and strength. Nígbò nígbẹ̀, ọkàn wọn ti dánlẹ̀ o. The strife is all over now. It's done, and the midnight show has come to an end. Our matriarch and heroine has gone to rest. The auspicious land of Ondo Ekimogun has lost one of his beautiful daughters. Mrs. Christianah Ibidun Adeyileka, a mother like no other, has joined the host of heaven to live forever with the saints. The first of 4 children from her mother, Mama Christianah Adeyileka, was born on the 12th of May 1931 in Ondo town. Her father, late High Chief Adaja Adeduro, was arguably the largest cocoa farmer on the west coast of Africa at that time. Her mother, Mrs. Bernard Olagbami Adeduro, was from the famous Fawehinmi family. Mama started her primary school education at St. Stephen's Primary School, Ododibo, Ondo, before she moved to the Anglican Girls' School, Ondo, for her secondary school education. Upon completing her secondary school education in the early 50s, Yem Ibidun moved to Lagos to live with one of her brothers, Mr. Mayele Adeduro, alias Uncle Lawyer. They resided at the Okepopo area of Lagos Island, where she learned sewing as a profession. She turned this into an occupation when she ventured into the fabric business and became a renowned textile dealer and a founding member of the Aswani market in Isolo, Lagos. Mama was married to a renowned accountant, Joseph Olajide Adeyileka, in 1955, and she remained in Lagos until her last days. Despite living in the city for several years, her love for her roots never wavered. A beautiful woman in and out. During her lifetime, Yem Christianah was very accommodating. Our house at Olaotan Close in Ikeja, Lagos, was opened to everyone who came her way. She treated everyone like her own. Iya Aswani, as fondly called by her children, Okebima, Okorema, Onoyaya, Inoedelisha Idonsun Yobatisan. She was kind-hearted to a fault, humble and selfless. Mama loved to celebrate good things. A very hard-working entrepreneur, she was a very successful woman who invested in people rather than in properties. She did not build mansions on earth, but she built nations and established generations. Yemo tojomo, omode toju e. Oneba fedo tomo, enyinye san yelomo. Oneba fedo tomo, enyinye san yelomo. Oneba fedo tomo o, enyinye san yelomo. Oneba fedo tomo, enyinye san yelomo. Mama was particular about education. She would always help people that needed help with school fees, admission, and accommodation. She made sure that even the housemaids went to school. She wanted everyone around her to succeed. Yemuni yikaye, awolumate, Alamushenia, a disciplinarian to the core, Adeyileka was tough for the right reasons. Whether male or female, she ensured that all her children learned how to cook, pound yam, and grind pepper despite having housemates. The area grandma, as some of her grandchildren fondly called her. The story of her military style of discipline will thrill you. She was a no-nonsense mama. Mama was a good listener. She was always delighted to hear the word of God and happy to do it also. An ardent lover of Christ who did not tolerate any form of lying, cheating, or injustice around her. She was a God-fearing woman. She was strong, honest, and industrious. She knew how to balance work and life. She was always very grateful, even for the smallest of things. Mama was comfortable and contented, but was never complacent. In fact, her achievements were phenomenal. Christianah Ibidun Adeyileka was a peace lover, always advocating for the unity of her children and the people around her. She preached integrity and uprightness even till her last days. She was a good teacher, a great counselor, a superb fashionista. Mamako sarubungana, oju emo ruwateo Adeyileka. Energetic and fun to be with. She loved to make people laugh. It was never a dull moment with Iyaswani. Even in her old age, she was witty and intelligent. No wonder she raised kings and queens. She was fond of saying, "Dime baati shikasamoloma, esunkun ya ashamatemi." Her wardrobe was point and peak. Her kitchen was come and eat. We can never forget her delicious delicacies. Inya pẹ̀lú ọbẹ̀ lálásèpọ̀, àbíkẹ́ ọbẹ̀ gbánáná. Yèmọ́mọ́ ń jẹ́ ìsè, ó dẹ̀ kọ́ dédé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pátápátá. She was a woman of her words, principled and blunt. Yet, it was easy to relate with her once you understand her. Mommy Ikeja, as her nephews and nieces lovingly called her. Mama was a straight shooter who didn't mind her word in any way. Her presence radiated love and excitement. She was diligent, active, and tenacious, always on her feet. Adeyileka lived a fulfilled life. A prayer warrior, always on her knees, battling and prevailing over all adversaries. She attended St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Surulere, Ondo, during her formative years. But when she moved to Lagos, she was a devoted member of Bola Memorial Anglican Church, Onibongbo, Maryland, Lagos. In her later years, Mama fellowshipped with the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries in Agege until her death. Leo, Christianah Ibidun Adeyileka, Omabam Adaja Adeduru, Abebae, Ajiwajaye, Omababaliko Konogwena, Yagbamaba, Omokibogi, Omonegi, Sunyeo, Yomontoto, Odigbao, Odigbosheo, Bamade, Bamluwale, Bamlumde, Bambodon, Bam Charles, Yemayola, Bam Deshesan, àti dédé ẹbí wọn pátápátá, dédé wọn mọ̀ ṣèdá òní yẹn ìyọmọ. Dúró gbọ́n ṣọ̀run rẹ o. Iwájú ẹ sàn. Ẹ̀yìn wódì ènìyàn èní bàjẹ́ o. Sùn rẹ o. Yè Christianah Ibidun Adeyileka, ọmọ bàbá Àdàjà Adédúró. Sùn rẹ o.
Yeah. lánàá wá bá